Good evening to each and everyone. It's the boy GSC Gov and back with another video again. It's been a while since I do one of these videos for you guys. So I'm back again, up and running, taking care of the studio, kind of give it a different shape, no green screen this time around. Hope you guys like it. We're just gonna break down Chelsea season so far and see how Maurizio Pochettino have been doing so far this season since he take over. We're gonna go through some of the games real quick. It's gonna be a short stream. It's not gonna be that long. It's the first live stream for this long time, so we're just gonna go through it bit by bit. Just a little pieces here and there, and see if it's his fault why we're sitting right now in 12th place, or what can he do, or what should have he done better. So go through the preseason, the first game, and then we're gonna go back and see, the games where can, or if it's his fault or not. Wrexham, we play a wonderful game. We win that first game of preseason. We win that game 5-0. Right. We move on to Brighton. We play Brighton and Albion, and July the 22, and we win that one 4-3, which we were lucky to come out with the 3 points right there, or the points, because it was a Premier League preseason tour. So so I'm gonna say 3 point. We scored some wonderful goals. We see where we were sit back, hit on the counter attack in some point. That was tactically good from him. So we have to give him probably a 4 or probably an 8, probably right there, to be quite honest, because that was tactically real good, even though they go down to 10 men. So not gonna say that wasn't a bad game, because that was a really good game. We're gonna move to Newcastle. Right, we finished that game 1-1. Newcastle and Chelsea. That was on the 26th, and that was a really good game right there too, because we take the lead, and I think Newcastle come and equalize. But we can see where the team was improving, so we could see moments where, yes, we're coming from a bad season, so therefore we can call that was positive, because we see in bits and pieces, in Kuku, where we were getting somewhere, or we were having someone that can finish their dinner. So it wasn't too bad for us, by watching the game and see how it was going. So I can see where we were really heading to in that game, and see what he really want to get done. So we move on to Fulham. We win that game 2-0. In that game too, we can see exactly, even though it was preseason, but we can see a constantly, from the Newcastle game and the Brighton game, I can see we were getting somewhere. We can see what he want and what the player was doing. So we go down to the last game of preseason, where we play Borussia Dortmund, and in that game, it was a pretty good game, even though we went down a goal, and we can see the fighting spirit. So we can see something that last season, once we go down, we down. There was no coming back, and we see we're fighting, get the equalizer. So I can give him a plus right there. So every single game in the preseason, I give him an 8-9 for all the games in preseason. Now we're gonna go over to the big boys now, right? The Premier League, because as I said, for preseason, I can see his intention, I can see the formation, I can see the player was moving in patterns, and which we can say that's preseason. But that's where everything started from. If you don't got a good preseason, you can say that, okay, the start of the season, you're going to be shaky. But we did have a strong preseason. And for me, the stronger your preseason is the better. And our preseason was really strong. Honestly, we got a strong preseason. So for me, I got all the hopes and all the confidence, but I still got some doubts because that was preseason. You can perform the best that you can in preseason. And in my time playing, when I have a good season, I know my preseason was good too because my preseason, I know that okay, I'm in form, I'm fit, I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the ground running. So once my preseason was good, I know I'm good for the season. I can tell, and if I see all my teammates was falling off, I can tell like, oh, we're gonna have a tough time. Because if your teammates falling off, even though you think you're in top form, you can tell like, oh, we're gonna have a long day. So for me, I give him an 8 or a 9 for preseason, and to be honest, well deserved. We finished with the trophy too, the Premier League preseason trophy. We won that, the first one that ever they ever have. So we won it, and for me, that was really good to see. So moving on to the start of the Premier League, we got the big team, the big bad mighty Liverpool in the first game of the season. And to be honest, this game was for me a little bit tense because coming off that bad season, I didn't know what to expect. And the way how the team come out, like how we come out in preseason, we come out in that game with Liverpool the same way. So for me, I was up here, because yes, we have a good start. So for me, having that good start, I know for a fact that okay, we can build something right here. So for the game with Liverpool, I gave him a 7. I gave him a 7. Or probably a 7.5 for that game against Liverpool because I can see what we were doing. We were unlucky not to come home. Modric was one that get the game to kill twice. Jackson get the game to kill, and we can blame the manager for that. So I give him a 7 or an 8 in that game. So right there, I did look and I said, oh yeah, we're on to something. But when it go bad now, it was the game against West Ham United. That was our second game of the season. And that's when I was really, really concerned. I was really concerned of that game because I saw we get the game, we go down a goal, we get the equalizer, we get that penalty, and then we miss the penalty, and then after that, when we come out, it seems like the confidence went to zero. So we end up lost that game. Should I blame the coach for that game? I don't think so. So for both Liverpool game and West Ham game, I don't think I can blame him. The West Ham game was unfortunate. And when I said unfortunate, like we were really unfortunate. The Liverpool game, we were unfortunate. So I can see where we were building something. So for the Luton game, we got a victory. So we got our first victory of the season, our third game. Then we play the League Cup against Wimbledon. We struggled against Wimbledon when I was looking that we were gonna wipe the floor. And honestly, that's what I was expecting. I expected we were gonna wipe the floor, but we did not. We come out with a narrow victory, and honestly, I was started concerned since the West Ham game. I was like, whoa, wonder if we're going back to last season. Yep, people. We go to the Nottingham Forest game. And Should I blame the coach for the tactical? I can say yeah. I know when we're up against low block, we tend to struggle. But come on, that's Nottingham Forest. That's Wimbledon. I understand that yes, they try to catch us on the counter, and I will say against Nottingham Forest, that was Thiago. To be quite honest, that was Thiago mistake where he go up in the middle of the field, try to win that ball, and as the main central defender, you shouldn't get caught out right there. And then the ball goes through his legs anyway. After they try to recover, they go through his leg towards the Nottingham Forest player. So starting off right there, I can say Thiago was one of the main fault for that goal against Nottingham Forest. But tactically, we were lacking something against Nottingham Forest. I think we got the squad where we could, instead of we're going, if you see we can break it down, we were defending well. All we need to do, I know that Nottingham Forest striker, he's a handful, but he was isolated by himself. So I think we should have made a brave decision where we have Ben Chilwell was playing as a left wing and Colwell. I think we should either take Colwell off or take the Sassy off and put an extra attacker from early out. I think that's what we should have started with, an extra attacker, where we keep them on the back foot and, pressure burst pipes. So we could at least achieve something from that game. If I think we will be more braver. So I think he was trying to get us nick as much points as possible, or trying to get the fans on board, so he wasn't brave enough because but in this beautiful game that we love, you have to be brave. You have to make tough decision. You have to go for it. If you want it, you have to go for it. You never can sit back and relax and expect that it was that. No, yeah, passing the ball from here to there and control position of the game, and that ain't gonna help us. You need goals, so you have to push. You have to force the opponent to make mistake, and that's where I blame the coach for that loss. So in that game, I can say yes, I will blame him for not being brave enough from start. The next game is Portsmouth. Should I blame the coach for this one? Definitely, I can. You go back with the same formation again, where we need an extra attacker on the field, and he's trying to be more cautious where he should go for it. Playing against these low teams, when Liverpool, Man City is playing against these teams, they go for it. They don't worry. They don't worry about it. They go for it because these teams, once you pin them down early, you force them to make you know we he did on that part. So moving on to the next game. So right there, we blame him for about 3 games. The Aston Villa game. This one was a sticky one because of the red card, and then another mistake again by Thiago Silva again. So what can we say about this one? Should we blame the coach for this Aston Villa game? It's a 50-50. I absolutely say both him and the players. So it's a 50-50 game. Then we play Brighton in the League Cup. We we won, but we could have lost. So this game, I can put it and say, yes, we were We were in control all the way through. This game was a sloppy game. We were just lucky. Cannot blame the coach for this one. It would be more like the goalkeeper with those little silly mistakes. We move on to Fulham. Fulham game was a game where we were like, yeah, we need this win. And we did get the win. First half, we were excellent. Good goal by Modric. Excellent pass by Colwell. We were excellent. So for that one, we can say, yeah, the Brighton game, the Burnley game. We start off from behind again. We saw the fight back. We saw, yes, we come back. So this game was like, yeah, we're on to something again because we see where we fight back. So I give the coach a 9 for this one because, as I said last season, these are some results that we never thought. Once we go down, we never thought that we would even come back. The game against Arsenal. Oh boy, Arsenal. What can I say about Arsenal? Should I blame the coach for this one? Or should I blame Sanchez? Okay, I'm going to split this 40-50. 50 for Sanchez, 40 for 60 for Sanchez, sorry, and 40 for Pochettino. What I'm going to blame Pochettino for? I understand that in your mind some of the players and you want to be defensively, but the best way is to keep Arsenal on the back foot, like we already have them on the back foot. Those change, I don't think some of those changes was necessary at the moment because all those players out there have a momentum, right? We were already on a momentum. You bring on Reece James that haven't kicked a ball for how long, even though you say you put it on an extra. But remember, he just coming from an hamstring injury. What can he do right there? I don't think he could do much, to be quite honest. I don't think Reece James should even go on that pitch, not even for a second, even against Arsenal. So I think those substitution that he made was something that really threw us off, to be quite honest. And so late in the game, the team, everyone have to reorganize. All the new players have to try to get their feet on the ground. So at that moment, so late in the game, I don't think you should ever make those changes, to be quite honest, at that point. Then he made them. So that's where I'm blaming him for that. So that's where it come down to him. Those substitution was wrong at that time. The only way are some tactical. I'm not saying it's correct, but the real reason if you're gonna make changes like those tactically, if you're gonna make those changes like that, have one down. Get your player, get reset so the players can come in and organize. At least that player will be on the same time as the player going down, you're making those changes. So at least you can get the players to situate themselves properly on the field and get their mind and their head into the game. But there's no way you should make those changes right there. You should let the game go on a little bit with those players. So I blame him right there. Then we go, after such a wonderful run, we go to Beckford, we lost. Who should I blame for that one? 100% Pochettino. 100% Pochettino. I know they're a physical team. We are a technical team, right? If we go with our A game, use the same team that play against Arsenal, the same formation. Even though they said we did have injury with Modric, but go with the same flow. Take Modric out, and because they said he was injured, put in Jackson. Go with the same flow. That would, I think, we would end up winning that game. But once you start to show them respect, they're gonna show you that okay, you respect us. That means not we're not supposed to respect you. So you show them respect. They didn't show you back the respect because they realize that you go with a more defensive unit because you're scared. And once you show fear, people are gonna take advantage of it. So if I'm going in and I see this dog is big, bad, and mightyful, and honestly, if I see like he's scared, I'm gonna walk right in. And that's what they did. They walked right in. There's nothing we could do about it. They walked right in because we opened the door and said, "Take everything that we got. Here you go, sir. Here you go, ma'am." They take every single thing that we got because we opened the door. Why you play four? Why you gonna use three defense central defender using at right back? I don't I don't think Desai. I don't think we should have go with the same right back that we use against Arsenal. Sorry. That one is 100% you on you. Not five, not 10, 100% on you. That was your mistake. That was your decision. Everything right there was on you. So you take away those 3 points from us against Blackburn. Yeah, honestly, I wasn't. I'm glad for the victory, but I never moved, honestly, because I'm looking for us to drop 4 or 5 and make a statement. I was looking for a statement victory, a fully statement victory, wipe them off the park. Honestly, that's what I was looking for, a statement victory. We didn't get it. So I'm not gonna blame you, but I see where the team improving, but I see where we still have some of those old habits from last season. Against Tottenham, we're gonna see what you got up your sleeve, because we cannot lose that game. As I repeat again, we cannot lose that game. Because if we lose that game and then we lose against Man City and then against Newcastle, that is relegation zone. So you got to stick to one thing. You got to be brave. You got to be bold. Let us go out. If we have to go out, let us go out fighting. Let us go out as a hero, as a soldier. At least we can clap and say, yes, we tried. We fight. We dig. We crawl. We battle. But it wasn't enough. We did everything that we can. That's how I want to see this game go on Monday. No more mistake. No more trying this and trying this and trying that. No more. Stick to what worked. Let Chelsea be a fortune again. There's no more time to play or to mess around. Go with the players that we know can win the game. If you have to drop Thiago Silva, drop him. If you have to drop whosoever have to drop. No more, trying to fix or trying to twist or try to. No more. Let us play, or we know you can let the team play. because we see it in preseason. It's time for you to show us that now we're going to fight and fight for something. That's all I have to say on this one. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys. Please remember, like, share, and subscribe. Support your boy, GFC Garvin. New studio help now, so we got a lot of content coming out. A lot of different content. So right now, we're just starting off slowly, and from the season start, this is my first real video on the season. So please remember, like, share, and subscribe. Peace. I'm out.